Hey y'all, hey, it's Ashay from the Battle Family Homestead, and today we are going to inoculate this log that Mother Nature has already inoculated for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some of this King Oyster Grow Kit around this log area, so hopefully we can outcompete any other mycelium that would like to grow on this log. It's very interesting because different fungi can actually colonize the same space at the same time. That's why you can see different species of mushrooms growing out of the same log or the same place. But what we want to do with these king oysters is give them the best chance of outcompeting any other mycelium. So we're going to first place this inoculated grow kit or already colonized grow kit all around the area of the log to give it a better chance at outcompeting any other growing mycelium on the log. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this grain jar. I always smell my grain jars. I'm going to take this grain jar and I'm going to use these grains that are coated with mycelium from the king oyster mushroom to inoculate the holes that my husband so graciously drilled 2 years ago before I neglected this piece of wood in the backyard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack those into each of the holes to give the mycelium a jump start. And here's my cat. And here's my other cat. They're crazy. Anywho, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack in the colonized grain into the holes. And typically what I would want to do is cover it with beeswax. But because this was such a lazy, half-casted attempt to maybe possibly get some king oyster mushrooms in the winter and the fall, I didn't feel like melting the beeswax, even though we indeed have beeswax from our bees. I decided to take the lazy approach as I packed in all of this good mycelium. And the beauty about this is these are cool weather mushrooms. So these are going to be your king trumpet or your king oyster mushrooms. They're cool weather mushrooms. I thought I was going to have a little bit more time. That's why I started the kits in the other grain jar. But this way it'll have time to go ahead and colonize this log before it actually needs to fruit, which will be sometime in November, and I'll actually have those kits back in November along with the lion's manes kits. But yeah, so I just packed in all of this good healthy mycelium and sprinkled the rest around it, did a little mix in, and then what I did is I came back with some mulch, some hardwood mulch, and just packed it into the holes and mixed it into the substrate, which is straw and hardwood, where I put the kits in the inoculated grain. So then I just came back and packed in all of the inoculated grain that I put into the logs. So that way no birds or any other little creepy crawlies come and eat out the grain before it has a chance to colonize. And that's pretty much it. We'll see how it goes. I may actually have to move this log because it's right in our chicken area. I'm going to be getting chickens soon, so that's going to be super exciting. But it's right in the area that we want to keep the chickens, so I'm going to somehow move this whole setup. Add a little bit more mulch to it for good measure. I may just leave it here and let the chickens eat the mushrooms when they fruit. Who knows? It's really just experimental. But I'm pretty much done for now. Thank you for watching my random experiment on inoculating this log. I'll have some more put together content for you guys later. Peace.